Not quite my tempo.
They said we couldn't replace Sergio Aguero. We have Erling Braut Haaland. They said we couldn't replace Rodri. We have Nico Gonzalez. They said we couldn't replace Kevin De Bruyne. Oi, we have a Frenchman for that. They said we couldn't replace Riyad Mahrez. We have Savini.
Kevin De Bruyne!
Just like Paul Scholes, Bournemouth have tasted defeat against Manchester City for several games in a row. They seem to not be able to break us down at the Etihad. We are a fortress, finally, for one team in the Premier League. Erling Haaland scored a brace. I was a virgin before he scored those 2 goals, and after he scored those 2 goals, I'm still a virgin, but I'm slightly happier. Manchester City have just beaten Bournemouth by 3 goals to 1. We are up to 2nd place in the Premier League, 6 points behind Set Piece FC. What a time to be alive.
You talk positively about.
And of course, we're going to start by talking about FC Bournemouth. All I'm going to say is really fast-paced start by them. I think Krupi scored a goal, but it was chopped off because of offside. Semenyo didn't have the greatest game of his career, or he didn't have the best game of his season, obviously, by no stretch of the imagination, but he was still causing us a lot of problems. There was a point where he came back from injury right after that second half, and he just looked like he was just so mad. He was carrying the ball with frustration and anger. Semenyo was causing us a lot of problems. Tyler Adams was causing us a lot of problems. I live in Tennessee and I am an American, and I'll be the first one to tell you that if your club concedes a goal to an American, you're shit. Look, Donnarumma should have done a lot better on that corner. He got held back by a Bournemouth player, but again, we're not Liverpool. If that was Alisson, immediate foul, goal would have been chopped off. Anthony Taylor is one of the worst refs, I think, in football history. I hate when he refs our games. I hate when he refs anybody's games, all right? But it's just an absolute travesty that this guy still has his job. Bournemouth, I'm going to say defensively decent, especially in that second half. We were having a lot of counterattacks, but they completely shut us down for most of that second half. That first half, defensively, they were all over the place, all right? That high line that they played against Erling Haaland, not a good idea against, in my opinion, the best striker in world football. I know Kylian Mbappe just scored a brace, but one of them was a penalty. Erling Haaland doesn't do penalties. This man does counterattacks, okay? In terms of other plays, I thought Jimenez was decent, Senesi decent. I thought Adams was probably Bournemouth's best player. I mean, either him or Semenyo. But again, it just shows you how good of a coach Iraola is, that Bournemouth are considered to be title challengers. I've seen that all over social media. They lost Cherries and Dean Huijsen to Real Madrid and Liverpool, and they got even better. That is the complete result of an extraordinary coach that loves to develop and improve his game. Fair play to Bournemouth. They are an absolute menace this season. Now, first of all, let's talk about our defense. Not too much to be said. I thought Gavardio and Ruben Diaz were both very good today. I thought they were both extremely good today, actually. Defensively, they were sound. Ruben Diaz, a lot of amazing interceptions, a lot of great, decision-making, especially in that first half, preventing Bournemouth from having a lot of counterattacks in the later stages of that second half. I thought Gavardio was carrying the ball well. He does his usual step-over thing. An incredible football player. Just he can use both feet. I never get tired of watching Gavardio. He is one of the few defenders in world football that you would pay to watch football for. I know that might be overstretching it a bit, but regardless, Joshua Gavardio was great today. Matheus Nunes, I'm seeing a lot of criticism of Matheus Nunes online. Again, I don't expect you to be perfect against one of the best wingers in the Premier League and a contender for Premier League Player of the Season. Yes, Semenyo is that good, ladies and gentlemen. He is a player that should be playing for a top 2 or 3 team in any league in the top 5 leagues right now, in the top 6 leagues right now. He is absolutely amazing. All I'm going to say is that in that first, I noticed a little bit. I noticed the small things that Matheus Nunes did in terms of the passes from, I think it was, who was that on the right hand side? Someone passed it to Matheus Nunes. He did like that pump little fake, and then Semenyo just got completely bamboozled by that, and just gave us time and space to us to regroup into possession. It's these little things that I noticed from Matheus Nunes in that second half. The passes, especially in the second half, where he started driving with the ball. He's an amazing dribbler. And that pass to Jeremy Doku was just completely off, completely intercepted. But defensively, I thought Matheus Nunes was solid today. I didn't think he was our best player today, but I'm seeing a lot of people slate him online, and I'm not for that whatsoever. I thought he was great today. Nico O'Rei is quite possibly one of the greatest academy graduates in Premier League history for Manchester City. This guy is absolutely stunning. Why did we even buy Ryan Aït-Nouri? Why do we even buy him? Do we even need him? I'm just kidding. I love both these players. The fact that we have both these players, it's going to improve their game while they're going to be competing against each other. It's healthy competition like this that's going to propel our left-hand side to the brink of greatness. Obviously, we have Jeremy Doku. Marmoush is on his heels. We have competition in our squad finally for the first time in years. This is good. Nico O'Rei, fantastic goal. Not as good as Carreras' goal for Real Madrid earlier yesterday, but still Nico O'Rei, absolutely exquisite player. This guy can do it all. Dribble, defend, attack, score, cross. He was exquisite today. In terms of our midfield, I thought Bernardo Silva was good. I thought Phil Foden was good. Nico Gonzalez today, oh my goodness Grealish, absolutely stunning. I mean, like I said, we tried to replace Rodri and we did it fantastically with another Spanish juggernaut. Rodri was nowhere near this good at his age, at Nico Gonzalez's age right now. Again, anything can happen in football, but Nico Gonzalez today, just the decision-making, the drop of the shoulder, transitioning from defense to attack in the blink of an eye, passing. He's the one that passed it to Ryan Cherki, that chip pass, Ryan Cherki header, Erling Haaland, beautiful. It takes 2 or 3 passes to open up any defense in the world, and Nico Gonzalez has that ability in his locker. Absolutely stunning footballer. He is absolutely amazing. You don't notice players like this. He's a defensive midfielder. You don't notice his interceptions. You don't notice any of these things. I forgot who lost the ball, but Nico Gonzalez won the ball quickly back in transition in the early stages of that second half. And it's because of him we started so many counterattacks in that first half. Nico Gonzalez could easily be man of the match today. And just because I'm not going to be talking about him in great detail today doesn't mean he didn't do a great job. Jeremy Doku did create a ton of chances today, especially that chance to Phil Foden in that first half. Okay, he has that ability, Jeremy Doku, and players know this, and it's so easy to pull off for him because he's such an exquisite player. But whenever Jeremy Doku gets the ball, there's at least 2 or 3 players on that right-hand side that goes and they go and cover him. That opens the space for Phil Foden. That pass from Doku to Foden. I see a lot of people slating Foden online. Foden, you should have passed it to Haaland. Absolutely not. That Bournemouth defender was right on Haaland's heel. As soon as Foden would have passed that shot would have been blocked. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, I've been in those positions a lot. I know Erling Haaland got frustrated. He got frustrated because he didn't see the defender behind him. Phil Foden definitely should have shot the ball, and he did shoot the ball. Not enough pace and venom on it, but regardless, Jeremy Doku today, a lot of great chances today. Erling Braut Haaland with another brace that he could have easily had a hat-trick. I mean, I'm starting to think that Pep Guardiola does this shit on purpose, where he's on 2 goals. He just deliberately takes them off just so he can get angry for his next game. I mean, I think we're playing Liverpool at home. So, yeah, I understand that decision-making there. But Erling Haaland today, just stunning. I mean, Semenyo should have buried that chance. I mean, he shouldn't have buried it, but he should have had a better shot when Erling Haaland had that dribble in that second half. He just completely bamboozled, I think it was Jimenez, and then just great counterattack, sprayed the pass out wide to Semenyo. I mean, these are things that Erling Haaland is developing in his game. His passing game and his dribbling game has improved immensely over the last couple of years. This possibly could be Erling Braut Haaland's prime right now. He is that good. Another brace today. He is top goal scorer in the Premier League. What else is new? One of the best strikers, the best striker in world football today. In my opinion, man of the match. And last but not least, I just bought some croissants at Aldi yesterday. And I was just thinking of Ryan Cherki and what he was going to do today. Such a shocker. Ryan Cherki starts, Erling Haaland scores a goal. Ryan Cherki in that first half made more passes, more through balls to Erling Haaland than Phil Foden did in the last 3 fucking years. This man had 2 assists, one with his head, one with his left foot, and he almost scored a free kick with his right foot, his wrong foot, in the middle of a game. I mean, it's not like we're playing against a mid-table team. We're playing against Bournemouth, who are title contenders if you look at social media. This is why I didn't put a lot of weight to Cherki's performance. It was amazing to watch. It was amazing to watch. But in the grand scheme of things, I expect that from a player of his quality. I would never take it for granted, though, because, I just love our players, winning and scoring goals. But against Swansea, in my opinion, that's great. I want you to do that against the big teams. This was one of the standout performances by a Manchester City player this season. In a big game against a big opponent, Ryan Cherki steps up. This man is absolutely sublime on the ball, the way he moves. I saw a comment a couple of months ago, and it only got like one like and had like thousands of views, but it was one of those comments where people just brush over. I saw it on a compilation video of Ryan Cherki against some team against the French league, and the comment said, "This guy plays football like he's better than everybody else." I can't think of a better description. He is definitely not he's not that type of player. He's not an arrogant player or a type of player that causes problems. But the way he plays football, you can't take the ball from him. You want to take him on the dribble, he's going to pass you. You want to take him to the right, he's going to pass you on the left, right. It doesn't matter. He doesn't have a weak foot, in my opinion. He doesn't really have a weakness in his game besides, the physicality aspects. Again, that could develop. This guy was absolutely sublime today. Let me know your thoughts on Ryan Cherki. Is this the start of a new sensational duo in the Premier League? Is this the new Kevin De Bruyne, Erling Haaland duo? Because we got that duo extremely late. Kevin De Bruyne in his 30s, Erling Braut Haaland in his early 20s. Is this finally the duo we've been waiting to see since the start of the season? You and I have been screaming for it. It finally happened, and boom, 2 quick goals back-to-back. Ryan Cherki to Erling Haaland, 3-1. And of course, thank you all so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the game. Let me know your thoughts on who deserves man of the match. Who do you think was the most underrated player today? I think that is a more interesting question because I know people are going to be talking about Ryan Cherki and Nico O'Rei and Haaland, but who was the most underrated player today? Let me know your thoughts. I might put that as a poll question, but regardless, 3-1, exquisite. We are playing Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League this week. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all next time.